fucking eyes, she's a psychopath. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and happy Halloween. Today's film I'm going to be watching, especially for Halloween, is Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. So I originally was supposed to have this up last Friday, but I wanted to have a film up to have on Halloween, so I said I'd hold off, put it on Halloween. I'm sure some of you have seen the community post I put up last week, but anyway, if you hadn't, that's the reason why. So yeah, with this film, I know Bette Davis is in it, and I know Joan Crawford is in it, and I believe they are sisters, but that's kind of the extent of my knowledge in terms of the plot of the film. Although I have seen images of Bette Davis in like white clown face paint, and I always thought she looked terrifying. But yeah, that's it kind of really going in that I know about it. But yeah, just as always, I thank you to all my subscribers here on the channel and to all my patrons on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that out, just to support the channel further. Also to Ravi, who's on the highest tier. Yeah, just incredible support, guys. Really appreciate it. But with that said, let's watch Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. 1917. This is set in the early 60s, again, or at least it was made in the early 60s, I think. Jesus. The tears coming out? Baby Jane Hudson. Now playing, singing and dancing. The other girl doesn't look impressed. Oh, maybe that was the sister looking grumpy.
I've written a letter to Daddy.
Oh, request for a song, okay. Yeah, it's probably just jealousy there, maybe just that she's getting all this attention, adulation. And...
all for you.
Jane.
Oh, I don't want to go back to that old hotel. I don't have to take a nap, and you can't make me.
Now, Jane, don't act up, sweetheart.
No, I don't know, and I'm not going to.
Now, Jane, friends of yours out here to think that you're a bad little
yeah,
girl
so
now,
she's...
do you?
I thought the other one was going to be the bad one.
I want an ice cream.
Now, Jane, that's enough.
Leave me alone, I need an ice cream.
Child of mine, ever
Well,
behave like that?
you better have some.
What a spoiled
I
brat.
mean, it's pretty hot and all. But remember, this is the last time this week.
I'd say she'd like to be out on the stage herself, just the way she's looking there.
Someday it's going to be you that's getting all the attention. And when that happens, I want you to try to be kinder to Jane and your father than they are to you now.
I won't forget. You bet I won't forget.
So did she go on to movies?
I'll catch on. Watch me.
Kill it!
So the way he's reacting, would that assume that maybe the career isn't going well for her? She's not making...
What's thinking got to do with it?
When the old man hired them Hudson sisters, how come he had to hire the back end of the act too?
I heard both of them.
Jane's got her pride. She's a very sensitive girl. Listen, well, if Blanche will only let us out of that clause in her contract, which says that we have to make a picture with Baby Jane for every picture that we make with Blanche. Blanche Hudson's the biggest thing in movies today. She can write her own ticket. She's got script approval. She's got more money than she knows what to do with.
I'm curious which one is Blanche and which one is Jane. What the hell is she doing? Holy fuck. So, I guess that's what happened to Baby Jane. I thought first I said Betty Joan, Davis Crawford. I was like, what the hell?
The classic dog food. Iliad will bring the sheen back to
Oh
your
my
dog's
goodness! I
She
remember
looks like
this
the one from Bewitched.
Well, how come we never see her around? We've been living next door to them for 6 months now.
I
The
thought
only
that
one
was
I
Baby
ever see
Jane.
is that fat sister
Or-
slouching around. She was supposed to be responsible for the accident that crippled her sister Blanche.
Well, that all happened a very long time ago, dear.
So it was Blanche who was hit.
Everything that Julie Fowler tells you. There's too many people in this town with nothing else to do but talk.
Maybe so.
You want to tell Papa your troubles?
There's Joan, Crawford.
Oh, he should have held that shot longer. I told him that when we were rehearsing also when we shot it.
Gemini.
God, she looks rough. Was that the mother earlier said, like, one that you're going to be the one with all the attention? So she must have known that Blanche had actually a lot of talent. She just looks... Oh, so bright. Is she wearing it already? Like, I think she was probably the one who crashed into her.
Enjoying yourself?
I was watching.
Then you're an idiot.
I won't have you speak to me like that.
What a bitch. It's like she was as a child. I mean, did they talk about who they think might have done it? And like, I noticed it was 1937, but has like a lot of years gone by since?
Oh, good morning. Is this cutting these flowers for your sister after seeing her show yesterday? You must be very proud of her new success. Just love to meet her one day. Perhaps she could...
Mrs. Bates, my sister doesn't ever go out. Not fit to receive visitors.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that.
She'll fling him away into the bin or something. But even the kind of trudge and walk of her, just everything about her just seems off-putting.
I was just wondering who all those people were at the back door.
Wasn't anything. Just that nosy Mrs. Bates going on about your picture last night.
Really? Did she like it? Oh, really? Did she like it? I remember when it first came
Woman
out,
is so creepy.
Tremendous reception.
No, it wasn't. It was a love story. The Longest Night. Marty McDonald said it was the best thing I ever did. They never even released it in the United States.
Feldman was very...
They were too busy giving a big build-up to that crap you were turning out. I'll clean the cage.
Come in, Elvira.
She'd be delighted to have a bit of nice company, I'm assuming.
How are you today? Fine. I think she seems much better lately.
Really?
None of my business. But she's been drinking again. You know that, don't you?
What are these?
I guess it's what you'd call fan mail.
Oh, how kind. Did you read them?
No.
But they've been opened.
That's right. They all have. And there's...
Oh, so she was hiding it all away from her.
Tonight, my husband and I watched that lovely old movie of yours, Last Honeymoon. I remember saying to my husband at the time, you again was just like meeting an old friend. Oh, that's charming. It's really charming.
You never saw them before, did you?
No.
She's sick, and she's not getting any better. In fact, the last month she's been getting a lot worse.
Do you think she knows?
About selling the house? How could she? You don't have anything in writing.
What I like is she seems like, and it's even seeing it in the performance already from Joan Crawford, such a really nice, warm, welcoming kind of a person, and just the complete exact opposite of Bette Davis' character. Like, I'm already seeing this beautiful contrast. One is really warm and welcoming, you'd love to just have a chat with. The other one, you're just like, I do not want to go anywhere near that woman. You know.
She was different. She was so alive.
She was kind of horrible as well, though. Oh, God.
I was cleaning the cage. The bird got out.
Oh,
Where is it now?
I knew this would happen.
It flew out the window.
Purpose, Mr.
Yeah.
I just told you I was cleaning the cage. And
Killed it. They're going to find the body of that bird at some point.
Sorry.
She did that on purpose.
You actually have someone who actually cares about you and Elvira. You should listen to her rather than this. It's going to say it now, absolute bitch.
I have made up my mind. I'm going to call Dr. Shelby today.
Now what I think will happen is that she'll pick up the phone from a call from the doctor pretending that she's Blanche.
I know.
And it'll actually be Jane, and then she'll discover what's going on.
It's just...
I love those rotary phones so much.
What do you mean you can't fill any more orders for me? My sister did. Wait a minute, I'll put her on.
Hello? Who is this, please? Oh, yes, Mr. Carson.
She's going to be wary of Elvira now. Elvira could be in danger.
Hello?
I'd say she looks like someone who's been like on hard drugs for the last like 10 years or something.
To Daddy. His address is heaven. The postman said.
Now, when I'm very good and do as I am told, she's too young to know.
It's like she's like a moment of clarity, seeing what she's actually become.
Rotten, stinking actress! Press a button, ring a bell, and you think the whole damn world comes running. Oh, you miss.
Look at the look in her fucking eyes.
Bert thinks we'll probably have to sell the house.
Why should we have to sell the house, Blanche?
Our financial position is such that we can't afford to.
Got plenty of money invested, I know. I'm telling you to sell the house. You called him 4 weeks ago and told him to sell it. You sold the house. What'd you have in mind? Some nice little place where they could look after me?
Kind of getting like vibes of Psycho with the tone as well. Like just like the way Norman Bates' mother was kind of looming over everything. Because initially we thought she was the one killing people. With Jane, she's looming over everything, watching everything Blanche does. Oh my god! What a vile piece of crap! I knew that was going to come back around. That she was going to do something like that. Kind of like Misery a little bit as well, isn't it? I get that kind of vibe with the Annie Wilkes leaves to get the paper, and Paul Sheldon starts kind of wandering around the house in the wheelchair, trying to get to a phone.
Alright, dear.
Maybe they can help her at some point. I'd call out the window to them.
I need your help.
You should have screamed. Smile is so fake as well.
You want to check the copy?
Maybe you remember me. I'm Baby Jane Hudson.
Oh,
Who the hell was Baby Jane Hudson?
Under no circumstances let my sister
See this. She might be back now soon. I'm getting the Misery vibes. Misery must have been inspired by this film. Yeah, like she's on her way back as well.
please.
Oh, Miss Hudson, how nice to see you. I was just going to call on you.
But you saved yourself the trouble.
Oh, it is no trouble at all. I've just been cutting some. That's why I came over.
Oh, if she sees that, God knows what, she'll probably board up the windows completely. I don't know why she didn't just call out to her. Oh god. Oh fuck. She'll probably put poison in her food this time or something, or eventually.
Blanche, you're not going to sell this house. Daddy bought this house. He bought it for me. You don't think I remember anything, do you? There are a whole lot of things I remember. And you never paid for this house. You aren't ever gonna sell this house. And you aren't ever gonna leave it.
Do you remember when I first came back after the accident?
You promised you wouldn't ever talk about that again.
I know. You wouldn't be able to do these awful things to me if I weren't still in this chair.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
Maybe Elvira could come in more often. Maybe she could even live with us.
She'll banish her from the house. Oh, it's for that. Okay.
Hello? Yeah, this is Jane Hudson.
This is Mr. Flagg's secretary.
Oh, his secretary. Well, now, let me see.
She's seeing right through
how
this.
about 4 this afternoon? Oh, shut up!
Dude, this guy could be Blanche's lifeline if he comes to the house.
I'm hungry, Jane.
Well, of course you're hungry. You didn't eat your dinner. That's why you're hungry.
Why are you doing this to me? Why?
Doing what?
Making me afraid to eat.
Nothing wrong with it. You're just a neurotic, Blanche.
But just a little. Please.
No, you didn't eat your dinner, so you'll have to wait till lunchtime.
Jane, please!
Fucking evil bitch. I'm worried that she's gonna try and escape at some point in the film and like end up having an accident and dying or something.
But does Miss... Well, what I mean is, does Miss Blanche know about my taking the day off?
Oh, sure, she knows. Have a good time.
Bye.
Maybe that guy, when he comes, he'll see her, she'll ask for help, and then maybe Jane will end up killing him or something. Again, it's like coming into the room where Stephen King must have been very inspired by this when writing Misery.
Who was that? We got rats in the cellar?
Oh, she gave her a rat, didn't she? Oh god, that laugh. One of the most repulsive characters I've ever come across in a film.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Flagg? Come in.
Awkward much?
I'll bring in some tea. You like tea?
Oh, yes, I'm quite fond of tea. You...
I feel like I've seen him in something before.
That's a terribly big burden for such a little girl.
Thank you.
Such a little girl.
Very kind. I'm baby Jane Hudson. Yes, I am. And I'm going to revive my act exactly as I used to do it. You'd like to see them, wouldn't you?
It's almost like part of it is she just wants to be told she was great.
Here right now.
Keep attention on her.
You
Like,
can never
look at
lose
me
your
there,
talent,
look at me
you used to
here,
tell
look
me.
at me there.
You can lose everything. That picture.
I wonder did the father ever kind of tell Blanche how
sad.
good she was when she became a successful actress?
No, Jane, I just wanted to
Who
know...
is down there? I'll tell you. I got a friend down there, someone who's come to see me. Oh, that's not why. You always stop me from having friends. That's why.
Not anymore, Jane. Not anymore. I'm pleased that you have a friend.
Then you could tell him a whole lot of lies about me. Scare him off, or maybe have him for yourself.
Jeez.
Daddy, his address is heaven above.
It's like mirroring that opening scene where
Wonderful.
Blanche has to watch on from the side. You can't even appreciate her having this bit of joy because of how repulsive and horrible she's been. Trying to decipher if she wants him as
Funny,
like
really, because actually he came from a rather I mean, yet nearly all the parts he had were
a
plain
romantic
menials, butlers and such.
Oh, really?
Yes.
companion as well.
I don't.
Just Roy, went to too much.
How about $100? A week, of course.
I think that would be fair.
Then that's settled. I don't like talking about money, do you?
No, it's not that important, is it?
Have him move in even, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but obviously she wants to try and relive that childhood career thing. You need to try and get down the stairs and get out of the house. Food. Blanche Hudson. This is just, to me, this is completely a precursor to Misery.
I need your help. Is the doctor there? I must talk to him.
Just tell her.
The patient right now.
Tell her to tell the doctor.
But I have to tell.
Hold on, please. I'll see if I can interrupt him.
Oh, just tell her. Say, look, I'm in a really
Dr.
dangerous
Shelby?
situation.
Yes, Blanche.
You've got to come over right away. Please, before she comes back.
I don't quite understand. Is this some kind of emotion?
Come over to the house.
Yes, she's emotionally disturbed. She's unbalanced.
I would have just actually rang the cops.
Jane.
Look at those fucking eyes. She's a psychopath.
This is Blanche Hudson again.
Oh,
Could I speak to the doctor?
see if I can try and run her over.
I may as well tell you. We're not going to be needing you anymore.
But I don't understand.
We're closing up the house.
Pay, I'd just like to see Miss Blanche before I go.
Hopefully she'll start to get
Well, you can't.
suspicious of this.
She's asleep.
What I'd do is I'd leave, pretend to go, wait till she's fucked off, then come back in and see what's going on. Didn't get on the bus, did she? Smart. Smart. That's what I would have done as well. It's fucking locked. Jeez. Notice she ever like gagged so she can't make any noise. It's a.
Wait down, I'll go find the key.
Yes, but I sent her home.
Oh, no, but that's impossible. I saw her go in the house a few minutes ago.
In the house?
Yes.
Now you can tell me what you mean by locking Miss Blanche in her room.
But this isn't Blanche's house. This is my house.
Get hold of
You'll be
that.
sorry.
Give me that key.
Get hold of the hammer, Elvira.
Better not have done her.
Don't you
any harm.
fucking have the hammer. Jesus.
My God, Miss Blanche. What has she done to you? Here. I know, Miss Blanche, I know. You just rest easy.
Go to hell with it.
I can't let you in.
I think the neighbours could end up, maybe they could be the hero. I said that they would play a part at some point. Before Jane went completely crazy, there was maybe just some deep-rooted fear in Blanche.
That doesn't prove anything.
Now what do you think you'll do?
I'll manage, lovey.
And woman you've chosen to run around with turns out to be broke. And a murderer as well.
I see.
Well, it's true. They found her, all right. They found her in some hotel room with a man that she'd never even seen.
Isn't that how I was conceived?
Ooh.
Police are looking for Elvira. It wasn't my fault. She wouldn't go away. You heard her. She wouldn't leave me.
don't care. We'll go to the beach. We'll go and live at the seashore all the time like we used to. And everything to be nice, don't you? I don't see how Elvira could make me do a thing like that. That time in the hotel room when they came and told me that you were hurt and that I'd done it. And a policeman, and he hit me and he slapped me. And I tried to tell him that I couldn't do a thing like that.
The accident,
No, it wasn't an accident. I did it.
Is Blanche kind of in denial then as well?
Want to talk about the
She knows deep down that she did it. Like, well, that face will tell you something.
Yes?
I'm sorry, Miss Hudson, but we just picked up this young man in front of your house.
Oh, she can scream out now.
That's right.
Cop stay, cop
So
stay.
now we know.
Let's go in the kitchen and have a drink together. It's nice there, and then we can be friends again. Everything.
She's like a child, you know, and then we can be friends again.
What?
It's a surprise. It's a genuine Baby Jane doll. I used to give them to all my really good friends, the people that I worked with. Here
comes the Super Chief!
Stop!
Oh, what was that?
Nothing. Nothing. I didn't do anything.
Please. Help me.
She's dying.
Get
away from me!
I got your money.
How the hell did she think he stole it to the theater? He didn't fucking help. She's gonna kill her now. This is why I knew that she needed the cops to see what happened or hear what happened. I can't get over her eyes. Her eyes are just...
He's going to tell! You've got to help me. We've got to leave.
Yeah. The neighbour will see this, hopefully. Water, you know, drowning. I just don't feel good about him being here.
I like this place. We can just sit here for a while.
At 11:25 this morning, all local law enforcement agencies had assigned special details to the kidnap-slaying mystery that surrounds the famed Hudson sisters. Of the early 30s, has been forcibly abducted by her sister, former child star Baby Jane Hudson.
You reckon you'll ever find that Baby Jane, or whatever her name is?
Sure, we'll find her.
She wants to have friends.
Help. I'm afraid.
I don't want to hear.
Jane, I'm dying. I did it myself.
What?
I crippled myself.
Oh, is she just
You
playing
weren't driving that night.
reverse the truth? Wait, was that the truth?
You weren't driving. You were too drunk. I wouldn't let you drive. I made you go open the gates. You'd been so cruel to me at the party, imitating me. I wanted to run you down, crush you.
Oh.
I hit
Holy
the gates.
shit.
All this time we could have been friends.
When they found me, they assumed it was your fault. You weren't ugly then. I made you that way.
There's a place up there that sells things.
Ice cream. I kind of don't know what to think now, to be honest. Like,
vanilla, coffee, strawberry, lemon.
Strawberry, please. 2 big strawberries, please.
We've been looking all over for you, Miss Hudson. I'm sorry, but we must find your sister.
she crawled into the ocean. People would have seen her do that thing. A sadness to this in a lot of ways. It's like she never grew up kind of out of that phase. I guess it's like kind of like child actors that really struggle when they become adults, isn't it? They'll all see Blanche now and see that she's dead, so she'll go mad. The attention's on her. Not. Is she dead? Okay, just got done watching Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and this was an extremely powerful film. First off, just gotta say, the two lead actresses, Bette Davis and Joan Crawford, fantastic performances. Bette Davis plays one of the most disturbing characters I have ever seen in film, ever. I'd always seen images, and she always looked really just creepy, but seeing the performance and her movements and just her physicality, her voice, how she laughs, just everything about her is just so repulsive. And I feel weird saying, like, early in the film I said that, like, Joan Crawford's character, and like she did for most of the film, Blanche seemed like a really nice, open, friendly person. And then you just get that bombshell at the end of the film. Like, I did not see that coming at all. That essentially she caused her own accident and then allowed Jane to blame herself for it. It really put a spin on how I feel about the characters, kind of like, Jane still did horrendous stuff, but, you know, she killed Elvira, you know, we don't forget that, but yeah, like I said the whole time, like, I don't feel any sympathy for her or anything, but when that happens, or when you realize that revelation, yeah, it really does put a spin in it, and you're kind of not sure what to think. And I think great films do that, leave you really conflicted, and like, you know, it might be a black and white film, but the characters are not black and white, you know. Yeah, just it really makes you think, even after. And then the title of the film is Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, but by the end of it, you're wondering whatever happened to Blanche, because I think she probably died, because like we know she was dying, she needed a doctor, and I think that's why she admitted to Jane what really happened, because she didn't want to, I guess, have to face that in debt, you know, wanted to get that, obviously, this massive thing that was probably on her mind, and she probably regretted it in a lot of ways, and probably did not have to tell that to Jane. Kind of like how she didn't know how to tell her about the house, but this was of a whole other level and magnitude. But yeah, extremely powerful film. Guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. I hope, like me, you think the performances were unbelievable. The supporting cast as well, like the neighbours, what was your man, the guy that she was kind of friendly, that Jane was friendly with, who I know I've seen him in something, but I can't think what it is. Do you know what it might have been, actually? Was he in Beneath the Planet of the Apes? I think that's what he might have been. He might have been one of those mutant humans that are suffered by the radiation. I think that's what he might have been, but I could be wrong on that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, what I thought of the performances of Bette Davis, Joan Crawford, story in general. Yeah, just overall thoughts on it, guys. I'd love to hear what you thought about the film and that ending as well, and that whole revelation. Also, I just want to touch on, like I said, I think I'm really thankful for this film. Obviously, I enjoyed it a lot, but also I really feel like this was a precursor to Misery. There was so much stuff in this film I saw in Misery, which is one of my all-time favorite films and top-tier favorite kind of horror thriller film for me. So, and even an extra layer of appreciation for this film because what I see, it clearly inspired Misery. But yeah, again, guys, just in the comments, let me know your thoughts. But until next time, slán go fóill and happy Halloween.